Morning, guys. This is me, Rusty 78609, Central Texas, USA. I pulled over trying to figure out why my screen was so dark, and I can't figure it out. But anyway, having said that, it is the day after yesterday, which is what? The day after yesterday is, today's the 26th of December, 2016 at 9:06 a.m. Central Standard Time. The temperature right now in Central Texas is 72 degrees, guys. Eat your hearts out. And it is almost clear, even though you can't see it here. It looks like it's dark. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. I think she may die. But anyway, I'll work on that later and try to figure that out. That'll be my project for the day, I guess, which I probably won't be able to figure it out. It got something to do with the lighting, but there is no setting for lighting. I've got it on auto, so maybe I can change that. But anyway, so here we are, a few days away from 2017, which will be the Chinese New Year, the year of the rooster. Woo, dog, cock-a-doodle-doo. The year of the rooster. They've got 12-year cycles on all those things. So 2017, the year of the rooster, and then 2029. Pretty interesting how they do that. So what's the topic for the day? So I had a lot of comments. Thank you very much. And all you new subscribers, thumbs up to you guys. You don't know what you wandered into here. But what I thought I'd touch on today, since I'm on my way, this is Park Road 4, by the way. Well, actually, I think this road is 2341. I just got off Park Road 4. But anyway, it goes towards Kingsland, Texas, and Central Texas. It's just a little county road. And I'm going to do some grocery shopping. So, but anyway, topic for the day. I'm finally getting to it, folks. Finally getting to it. I don't know why anybody watches my videos, but they do. They are low budget, low key videos. I promise you that. They ain't gonna change because I ain't gonna spend no more money, or no money. No money, honey. No honey. If you ain't got no money, you ain't got no honey. So today I'm gonna talk about the fun things the fun part of RVing, the fun part of full-time RVing, car camping, I guess, or van camping, car camping, whatever you do. The fun part for me, and there's a lot actually, I mean, and then there's all, everything that glitters is not gold, I know that, but the fun part of RVing or traveling, even in my Prius, particularly in my Prius because it's so easy, is the trip. That's right. It's actually the driving part of the trip for me. The arrival and being there is okay, but on a scale of 1 to 10, the driving and seeing all the new scenery and the new stuff, and going from state to state to state to state, that's kind of, I like that. I do. I don't know, it's just a feeling of freedom, I guess. I don't know how you feel freedom. Maybe you can reach out and put your hand on it, but I don't think you can. But it's just a feeling. I don't know how you explain it. And I do enjoy the trip. Now, when I arrive at a new place, no matter where it is, it's interesting for a while. Once I've walked around and checked it out, looked at the views, and kind of got a handle on the climate, and with the local area, go to maybe the local grocery store and get some ice and get some food, and but the trip is really the highlight for me. The actual. I don't really plan it that thoroughly, but I do kind of look at the map and say, I think I'll go over there, and that so you kind of planning the trip and then doing the trip is the biggest part of it. Execution. And then once I've been somewhere for a day, 2 or 3, baby, I'm ready to push that little blue starter button on my Prius and go to the next spot. I'm drinking my green tea and my having my dark chocolate almonds. I've got some dark chocolate almonds that have coconut on them. How about that? I'm moving up, folks. But anyway, that's RVing. I mean, that's just some of the upsides. It's just fun. Now, as far as pulling a trailer, that's work. Okay, I guarantee you that's work. It is. I mean, a lot of people will disagree with that, or they'll say, well, it's not that bad, or I don't mind it that much. Well, you can get used to a sharp stick in your eye if you leave it there long enough. I mean, I did it for about 24 years, or 20 years, and I can tell you that, you start driving down the damn interstate, 65 miles an hour, and watching the gas gauge just go down, 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 and every truck in the world's passing you. No, that's not fun. But in a Prius, in a car, or a van, I guess, it's actually enjoyable because you can actually look around. When you're pulling a travel trailer, or if you're driving a motorhome, you better not look too long, or you'll be part of the scenery. But that's it. I enjoy coming over a hill and seeing a whole new environment, and the climate will change as you go up in the elevations. We're right now. This highway right here is 1431, and this goes from Kingsland, Texas, east, as you can see, to Marble Falls, and that's where I'm headed. I go through a little town on the way called Granite Shoals. It's on Lake LBJ, and then of course Marble Falls is on Lake Marble Falls. But anyway, back to RVing. So overall, is RVing fun? It's a life. RVing, I'm talking about RVing. Because you do get to see different places. You do kind of feel the freedom of the road and so forth. But you're doing a lot more work than somebody that's in a van, a car, or a Prius like myself. Because when you get to a site, you're just praying that they've got pull-throughs with full hookups or something. And then you get to them and they've got little bitty back-end sites that are wedged up against other RVers, and that's not very fun. So I've found a whole new way to go, guys, and I enjoy it. I've been doing it for about 4 years. And for me, now of course I've got a home base. A lot of people don't have a home base, and they've got to live in whatever they've got. And that's where the van campers and some of the car campers or livers come from. In a van, it's probably okay, but living in a car, tough. I mean, you can do it. I've done it. I've been camping in my Prius for 28 nights in a row, and so I can do it for extended periods if I want to. But RVing is what it is. I mean, you pull into a place, and if you've got a motorhome with a tow or tow car, then you know that you can't back up. Okay, well you might be able to, but you're not going to back up far. That is in a motorhome pulling a car behind it. Okay, you can't back them up. Very difficult. And backing a travel trailer is not. If you're good, some people are good at it. If you're an ex-truck driver, no, it's nothing to it. You just do it. But for your average RVer that's pulling a fifth wheel or a travel trailer, it's not that easy to back into a spot. It's not. And when you're on some of those roads that have up in the mountains where they've got switchbacks that look like fish hooks, the turn sign looks like a fish hook. You go down the mountain and then you got a 90 or 180 degree turn. No, I mean, that really just wears you out. Besides that, it's hard on your equipment, whether you're in a Class A, a Class C, or pulling a travel trailer. When you're coming down those 8% grades and you've got to slow down to 15 miles an hour to make a turn at the bottom of the mountain, that's tough. It is. For those of you that have done it, you know what I'm talking about. It ain't that easy. You just praying all your brakes hold, because if they don't, adios amigo. So pulling an RV or driving a motorhome can be it actually is more stressful than, obviously, driving a car or a van. So I am to the point now, even though I'm looking at RVs, I mean, I look at it, I mean, I'm looking all the time, okay? That's my life, that's the way I am. You know, would I buy a new Class C and finance it for 20 years? Not as long as I'm sane, and I think I am still. Fine. But no, I doubt that very, very, very seriously. I like less stuff. And the way it is now, for me, and for others that go car camping or van camping that have a home base, you know, if you don't have a home base, that's a whole different level of RV. I have been there. I have done it. I have done it for, let me think, probably about 12 years without a home base. And, you know, it's what it is. You know, you got to get your mail forwarded. You know, I had a P.O. box in Buckhannon Dam, Texas, and they would forward mail to me different places. And then when I was traveling doing the gas pipeline inspections across Texas and different places, Arkansas, you know, they forward the mail. But it's not, you know, of course now, you know, with the internet and stuff, I wouldn't need all that. So that would be a nice change for the good. But you still need to have an address somewhere to get your license plates for your vehicle. That's a fact. So for those, when you're full-timing, you know, and people that are full-timing, you know, they know how to work those deals out. You know, South Dakota's got a pretty good deal. Texas has got a pretty good deal on addresses. And there's, you know, you can go to escapeease.com. They have a way to handle it. You pay a monthly fee, but you know, if you need it, you need it. But full-timing without a home base is, without a doubt, a whole different universe. Because wherever you are, you're home. And for all those years that I did it, I didn't have anything in storage, nothing. Everything I owned, which was not much, was in that RV. That's a fact. Or in my travel trailer, actually. I had well, the one I pulled the most was the last one I had. It was a kit, the cheapest model you can get. And it's kind of a poem in it. But it was a 19-footer, and I pulled it with a V6 Ford pickup. Boy, I pulled it all over too, I gotta tell you. Man, me and my Arrow, we went everywhere. But it was, you know, pulling a travel trailer, like I mentioned earlier, it's what it is. You know, and you have to plan ahead because your range, you know, I had a 24-gallon tank and I was getting about 10 miles a gallon, so that's 240 miles, but you're not going to run it down to empty. So you had about 200-mile range. Well, there's places in West Texas and out in Nevada and Arizona, you know, you could get stranded because you'll come into some of these little towns that look good and nothing's open. So there you are. But be that as it may, those are things, all that can be avoided now because of Google Maps. You know, full-time RVers have to love Google Maps and other maps. But the thing that I ran into a few times, not often, was, you know, you get into a state park or a national park, or anywhere actually, any campground that you're unfamiliar with, and here you are pulling a travel trailer, and you turn down a road looking for a camp spot, and it dead ends. All right? You know, it's downhill, and it's a dead end. Well, I got to tell you this, folks. You know, if there's no way to turn around a travel trailer, and you've got to back it up uphill on a gravel road, good luck with that. Good luck with that. Have I ever had to do it? Yep. Is it hard on your equipment? You damn right. That didn't happen often, but it did. And it's very frustrating, particularly because it always happens at the end of the day. You're finishing your trip, and you've arrived at your new destination, and you're ready to get set up, have a cold beer or whatever, and there you are stuck out in the middle of nowhere trying to get turned around. And also, you can pull in to get gas. I've had this happen. I had this happen a few times. You pull in to get gas, pull in the travel trailer. You always try to pull up on the outside pumps where you can get out easy. And sure enough, somebody will pull in a position that blocks you. And so you just have to sit there and be patient while they go in and eat a hamburger, and use the restroom, and take a bath, and run around the building. And then they finally get out of the way and you leave. And you also have to be careful about pulling in or out of some gas stations, particularly in mountainous terrain, because the slope into the driveway slope up into the gas pump area sometimes is so steep that you'll drag the back bumper of the RV. And I know a lot of the newer ones, they've raised up a little higher off the ground to avoid that, and that's good. But if you always go at an angle, don't go straight at the little hill, go at an angle, that helps a great deal. But it's just the idea that you always have to be aware of these things. Even when you get in the campground, you've got to be looking for a spot that's reasonably level, that you can get in and get into and so forth. And some of them are, some campgrounds are what they are. They're just not very, even though they're supposed to be for RVs, they're crap. But in the Prius, an old super Prius, I got to tell you, you can look around, and if you get to go down a road and it's a dead end, ain't no problem at all. Because you can't trap this little mouse. This little thing here will turn around on anything. You can get out of it. And it's so nice to go to the grocery store and just park anywhere you want to. I usually try to park closer now. I used to park way out. And I found out that that's where the panhandlers are waiting for you. They love you out there, out away from the crowds. That's where they want you. So I go up closer into the handicap area. I've got one of those little hangers that I put up. And so far, I haven't had any problems at all doing that. But I had a few panhandlers approach me, parked way out in the side or area of the parking lot, because the reason I did that was to be courteous, because I knew I was going to have to drain the water out of the ice chest. And I didn't want to drain it right up close to the entrance, so I'd be out on the side. And then I'd also have to maybe take a little trash and put it in a trash can. So, I just wanted to be away from the main crowd while I did all that stuff, because I'd have to rearrange my stuff in the ice chest and, be there a few minutes. And guess what? That's what old Panhandler Pete's waiting for. He's waiting for you. He's loving you. You got to try to think like the guy that's making a living off of you. Where's he going to be? He's not going to be at the entrance. He's going to be out there somewhere on the side. And where's he going to be? He's going to be where you can't see him. He's going to be where you can't see him, so he can come up behind you. Just like an animal, same thing. But the fun part of RVing, traveling, now I'm going to back off of RVing and just go with the word traveling. For me now is in my Toyota Prius, a 2013 Package 2, and I can go anywhere I want to go, sleep comfortably, eat good. I can't stand up in the Prius. That's a downside. That's true. And but I got the whole universe outside, and I've learned how to defeat some of those damn bugs. Wear long sleeve clothing, wear light colored long sleeve shirts, light colored long pants. In the summer, if it's warm, just wear lightweight long sleeve cotton shirts. Light colored, white is good. You know, get you some pajama bottoms and wear those because they're extremely lightweight and you can get them 100% cotton. Get light colored. As far as using bug spray, rarely. I did every now and then. I mean, I'll put some around on my shoes and socks and bottom of my pants. But long sleeves, and wear, if you have to, you wear a hat if they're starting to get in your hair, because no-see-ums will get in your hair. They really will. And here we are at my grocery store in Marble Falls, Texas, folks. So I have exhausted the topic of the fun part of RVing and or traveling. And my name is Rusty. My channel is Rusty78609. Thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy USA made when you can. Drink plenty of water, breathe through your nose, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Stretch, walk, and keep your health. And we'll see 2017 together and 2018 and on and on and on, hopefully. Anyway, adios, guys. Bye-bye.